us, but most of us had no idea what condition we would be in. Sitting here on this day, sorry, I'm nervous. Some of us didn't think we would make it to this day. From freshman year to now, we have made unexpected friendships and grown away from what we thought would last a lifetime. We have laughed until we cried until we laughed, overcame obstacles that we thought would crush us, and became professional procrastinators. I guess our hard work and stress has paid off because we all made it here. On our 4-year journey, we were blessed with some of the best and most inspirational teachers. I really don't think I would have made it to and through calculus without the help of the celebrated pep talks every day. I would like to give a huge thank you to our teachers, the ones who shared laughs and wisdom, the ones who let us cry in our offers and that's ready when she saw us coming, whether they were for us or her. The ones who wanted the best for us and made sure that is always done. Whatever they had to give, they did, even if we didn't want their help. Thank you all for everything you've done to get us where we are today. Without the help of my teachers or support system, there is no way I would have gotten here. A big thank you goes out to my family for always supporting me and pushing me to do things I normally wouldn't do. Unfortunately, my ability to compete now due to her passing 2 years ago. I know that if she were here today, she would probably miss this speech anyway because she was late to every event she went to. Another big thank you goes out to my 2 girls. I honestly don't think I would have gotten to this point without the encouragement and love from Grace and Josie. I really don't know how I'm going to get to college without seeing them every day. I struggle to get through a long weekend without seeing them. The amount of laughs and memories we have shared together are countless. I love you 2 more than you know, and I have nothing but thanks for you guys and everyone else. Now that my many thank yous are out of the way, I want all the graduating class to look into the stands and find their families, friends, and teachers. Just let them take it in. These are the people who have supported you over the years. They have loved and helped and wanted the best for you. When you all leave your life and begin the next chapter of your life, I want you all to know that if you get lost, you can always go home. The people you've been found and looked at are your home, and I promise you that they will always welcome you back. This right now is where it all begins. Right here, right now. Don't lose sight of where you came from. Yes, you may be known as a Bunker Hill Billy. Yes, your school has bring your tractor to school day. But Bunker Hill will always be home for all of us. Whether we started in kindergarten together, started in 3rd grade, or just got here freshman year in high school. We have grown into a family, we have shared memories, tears, laughs, and love. I know that every single one of you guys could come up with a long list of memories you made in the past year, and an even longer one of the ones you made in the past 4 years. Here's a few of my favorite memories that I have made with you guys. I think my favorite would have to be when Josie and I got in trouble for looking up night before marriage gifts instead of giving our Alex. I know, us in trouble. Or the time we had gotten a heavy rain and a piece of the ceiling tile fell, along with the waterfall almost hitting Emma in CPE. Or the time Jackie was ready to laugh and so was Clap, where she had balance on one foot and with her eyes closed, she lost her balance, wiped out in front of the whole class. Or how every year we've ever started moving one step closer to graduating, and here we are. Are we excited? Maybe. Are we nervous? I know I am. Whatever memories you have just thought of, watch them and think about them often. Tonight, as you walk across the stage, be proud of yourself for getting to this place. Be grateful for your family, friends, and teachers. Be fearless as you conquer your future. Parents, faculty, family, and friends, as you look upon us tonight, remember these faces. We are your future doctors, teachers, police officers, zookeepers, nurses, etc. We, the class of 2019, are what comes next. As Haley Scott once said in Country Hill, things aren't always going to be fair in the world. That's just the way it is. For the most part, we get what we give.
At this time, I present to you our high school and 8th grade band members, very talented, as they play all morning long. Also have some of our senior members come down and play with us. The senior with the highest grade point average is recognized as a class valedictorian. For the class of 2019, the valedictorian has achieved a 4.4 grade point average. This student will receive $300 along with a medal. It is an honor for me to present to you the valedictorian for the class of 2019, Ms. Natalie Lamb.
Is this a good volume? Great, okay. Friends, family, classmates, and guests, welcome to the 2019 BHHS Graduation. Thank you for joining us this evening as we celebrate the past, present, and future accomplishments of the class of 2019. I am so honored to be able to speak to you tonight, but I'm also a wee bit nervous and apparently Irish. So please bear with me if I stutter over my words a little bit. I want to start off by thanking the people who have helped me get where I am today. I am so grateful for all the wonderful teachers we have at BHHS and at Woodbridge who have poured so much time and effort into my education. We may be a small town, but never listen to anyone who tells you that means your education here will suffer. Truly, teachers, I have learned something different from each and every one of you, and I could stand up here for an hour and list every single thing. However, I don't think Mr. Smith would really like that, since he told me to keep this speech under 5 minutes. You're welcome. So, I'm just going to mention a few teachers and staff members at BHHS who have helped me tremendously along the way. Mrs. Mack. I don't know where you are. There you are, Missy. Hi. Thank you for always believing in me and my abilities, even when the only Spanish words I knew were si and uno. Miss Albright. Somewhere. Hi, Miss Albright. Okay. Without you, I have no idea how I could have gotten through geometry, let alone calculus. Anyone who has been in a class with me knows I ask a lot of questions. And Miss Albright has always answered each one with patience and a smile on her face. Mr. Bandler, even though U.S. History Honors and AP Euro were two of the most challenging classes of my high school career, I'm so grateful I took them. Also, I'm pretty sure you and Miss Albright are two of the happiest, most positive human beings on the planet. Mr. Murkowski, like somewhere, okay. Okay, he's not here, but I'm still gonna say, okay. Again, thank you for putting up with my endless slew of questions about formatting and citations. I'm going to miss having you as an English teacher next year, but I'll never forget our Roger Chillingworth poem from CPE 3. Mr. Smith, honestly, you are one of the nicest, most hardworking people I know. Thank you for your never-ending support. My mom. She's my rock, my role model, my best friend, and I am so lucky to call myself her daughter. I love you, Mom. Thank you for everything. My hat's falling off a little bit, guys. Okay. It's okay. I'm good. And as you can tell, still nervous. And of course, a huge shout out to the big guy upstairs. Without him, I honestly don't know how I could have made it this far. And I can't wait to see what he has in store for me and my classmates in the future. Sorry, Mrs. Mack, I flipped around me and my classmates. I had it right in my speech, and yet I still messed it up. So, at least I know my mistake. So, with all that out of the way, I would like to address my fellow classmates. Class of 2019. I've known some of you since preschool, and others only a year or two. Nonetheless, we've all spent enough time together for me to know that each and every one of you is a strong, gifted individual. In case no one has told you lately, I am so proud of you. As you all very well know, high school isn't always easy, But if you're sitting here in a cap and a gown today, it means we did it, guys. We made it. And if we can survive Mrs. Morris's 300-question finals and Mr. Van Wert's homecoming weekend essay, I'm pretty sure we can handle anything. Over the course of my high school years, I was told more than once that these would be the best years of my life. But that always struck me as kind of pessimistic. I always smiled and nodded along, but I thought to myself, it's all downhill from here? Really? I know everyone who said it meant well. They just wanted me to relax and enjoy my last few years of living rent-free and not having to pay taxes. However, I never really accepted their words as absolute truth, and I don't think you should either. My fellow classmates, I challenge you to rewrite the status quo. Don't resign yourself to the fact that the prime of your life has already passed. Grab the future by its horns and steer your destiny. I thought that line was kind of dorky, but my mom said it was cool, so I left it in. We can continue learning and growing long after high school graduation, even if we never step foot in another classroom. We can change our lives for the better. We can change the world for the better. So here's to my fellow classmates. May the best years of your life be those to come. Thank you.
Each month during the school year, a student from the senior class is selected as Student of the Month. This student may be nominated by any faculty member and selected based on the student's leadership, dependability, service, academic achievement, character, and cooperation. The Students of the Month of the 2018-19 school year were recognized publicly and were given preferred parking for that month. Please stand as your name is called. September, Natalie Lambert. October, Daphne Duvall. November, Grace Kiffmeyer. December, Emma Wilkinson. January, Elijah Dannenbrink. February, Josephine Menard. March, Blake Moore. April, Ricky Scrivener. And May, Stephen Tyler. From this group of 9 students, 2 have been selected as Students of the Year by the faculty. Each of them will receive a $50 gift card, which is donated by the United Community Bank. The Students of the Year are Natalie Lambert and Elijah Dannenberg. The Clareville S. Walter and Florence I. Syme Award was created to encourage a deserving student in the upper half of their class to further their education. Mrs. Walter and Mrs. Syme were teachers in the Buckrow School District for many years. This year's $100 award is presented to Olivia Schellenberger. Again, I would like to give the United Community Bank our thanks for the continued support for our students. American Legion Post 578 Veterans Memorial Scholarship is presented to support the idea that education is a necessary prerequisite to achieve success in a democracy. This year, we have 3 recipients who will receive $2,000 each. Representing the American Legion is Larry Howard and Elmer Chestnut. The Veterans Memorial Scholarship winners are Grace Kiffmeyer, Ricky Scrivener, and Jacob White. The American Legion Auxiliary Award is based upon pride in our country, pride in our community, and how school and family direct a student's life. Representing the Auxiliary Board is Barbara Rose. The $500 scholarship goes to Alyssa Austin. The local Kiwanis Club will give out two $500 scholarships this year. One of these awards is named in honor of Elvin Dillon, former administrator of Bunkerville School District. Here representing the Kiwanis is Jim Crum. This year's recipients for the Kiwanis Scholarship are Daphne Duvall and Haley Burks. AARP is awarding two scholarships of $250 each. Representing the Bunkerville AARP is Margaret Gordon. This year, the awards go to Grace Phillips and Elijah Vanderbilt. Since 1963, the ladies of the 20th Century Club have provided a scholarship to graduating seniors. This year, the club is awarding two $500 scholarships, one of these in memory of Danny Eastman. Representing the 20th Century Club is Judy Swallenstecker. The 20th Century Award goes to Daphne Duvall. The Danny Eastman Memorial Scholarship is being awarded to Alyssa Austin. The Bunkerville Education Foundation was created to help fund and promote educational excellence in our community. Here to help present two $500 scholarships is Pam Minetti. This year's recipients are Natalie Landreth and Ricky Scriven. The Barons-Meyer Science and Engineering Scholarship was created in partnership with the Bunkerville Education Foundation to help fund and promote educational excellence in the fields of science and engineering. The scholarship is funded by former Bunkerville High School graduate Jim Barons and has been named in honor of Mr. Barons and in memory of former high school science teacher Helen Myers. Here to present a $750 award is Pam Minetti. This year's Barons-Meyer Scholarship winner is Ricky Scriven. The Bunkerville Education Association Watkins Memorial Scholarship is being awarded to the student who plans to enter the profession of teaching. The scholarship is in memory of Judy Watkins, a former teacher and member of the association for several years. Here to present the $500 award is Teresa Disson, member of the BHHS. This year's award goes to Natalie Landry. The Bunker Hill Lions Club is awarding 3 $750 scholarships this year. The scholarships are in honor of Charlie Boos, Guy Schutz, and Bonnie Hopkins. Representing the Lions Club is Arlena Rowe. This year's recipients the first scholarship is in honor of Charlie Boos. That is Grace Kiffmeyer. The second scholarship is in honor of Guy Schutz. That is Emma Wilkinson. And the third scholarship, in honor of Bonnie Hopkins, is Tomas Rousseau. Since 1970, the Charles Heimer Memorial Scholarship has been awarded in honor of a Bunker Hill High School graduate who has lost his life in service of his country. Its purpose is to encourage a student to further their studies. Here to present the $700 scholarship is Rhea Heinemann. This year's recipient is Josephine Menard. The Community Memorial Hospital Ladies Auxiliary and the Patrick B. Heist Memorial Healthcare Scholarship is being awarded to a student interested in entering the healthcare field. This year's recipient of a $1,000 scholarship is Grace Kiffmeyer. The class of 2019 is awarding 4 $250 scholarships based upon academics and service. Representing the senior class as a sponsor is Robert Schmidt. The awards go to Olivia Schellenberger, Emma Wilkinson, Ricky Scribner, and Natalie Lamb. With remaining funds, the class of 2019 is also making a donation to update our front landscaping here at the high school. So we thank you, class of 2019, for that donation. Thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to have Natalie Landon please stand. Got a few words to say about her. The DAR Good Citizens Program and Scholarship Contest is intended to encourage and reward the quality of good citizenship, which includes dependability, service, loyalty, leadership, and patriotism. For the second year in a row, Bunker Hill's DER winner was also the chapter winner for the region. However, for the first time, our student representative won at the district level. She then competed at the state level. At state, Natalie was recognized as one of 7 students out of 450 students to receive the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution Award. To achieve at this high level, Natalie used her writing talents under pressure. She was expected to write on a history-related topic, not only within a time limit, but also without knowing the specific topic until she opened the envelope. Congratulations to Natalie Landon as the winner of this award. At this time, I would like to have Grace Kiffmeyer, Tracy Skursick, Stephen Thayer, and Natalie Landon to please stand. I'm not sure if they know what this is about, but here we go. For the first time, Bunker Hill High School Spanish students were given the opportunity to participate in the Illinois State Seal Biliteracy Program. The program was established to recognize high school graduates who have attained a high level of proficiency or who demonstrate progress towards proficiency in one or more languages in addition to English. Currently, BHHS is the only high school in Coogan County and one of 107 high schools in the state to participate in this program. Mrs. McElroy and I are proud to announce that Grace, Tracy, and Stephen have earned the state commendation towards biliteracy, along with a special emblem on their diplomas and transcripts. Congratulations to those students. Mrs. McElroy and I are also proud to announce that Natalie has earned the state seal of biliteracy, along with a special emblem on her diploma and transcript, and will be listed as bilingual in a statewide database. Congratulations to Natalie. At this time, I would like to recognize two graduates who plan to pursue a career in the armed forces. Would Michael Johnson and Logan Bruno please stand? Michael plans to enter the Army Reserve Officer Training Corps at Southern Illinois University at Evansville this fall. Logan plans to enter the United States Air Force to pursue a career as a pilot or in security police. So congratulations to those two boys. I would also like to mention that an early December graduate, Matthew Runyon, is currently serving the United States Army at this time. So congratulations to Matthew. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and the class of 2019, I would like to thank all the local organizations for their support for this year's class. Also, a thank you goes to Claire Bundy and Alexis Scroggins, who are serving tonight as junior marshals. Thank you, girls. And without their help, without the following people's help, graduation could not happen. I would also like to thank Mrs. Spickerman, Brian Collins, Roger Hayes, and Jennifer Sonnenberg for their continued help in preparing for graduation. So thank you to all of us. And as always, we appreciate Mr. Adams and our high school and 8th grade band members for assisting us with the musical talents this evening. So thank you to those. And lastly, I would like to recognize our teachers here this evening for their hard work and dedication in preparing our students. We thank you for your continued service to our teachers and staff. This past April, the top 8% of the class of 2019 were honored at the Silver Medallion Academic Excellence Awards banquet. Please rise and remain standing as I call your name. Grace Kiffmeyer, Natalie Landreth, and Ricky Scribner. Those students who are wearing the gold cords are members of the Lumberville chapter of the National Honor Society. Please rise and remain standing as I call your name. Tomas Brousseau, Eliza Vandenbrink, Grace Kiffmeyer, Natalie Landreth, Josie Menard, Olivia Schellenberg, Ricky Scribner, Tracy Skurson, Stephen Thayer, and Emma Wilkinson. Please notice those students who are wearing the red and white cords. These students represent the top 10 in grade point average after 8 semesters. Will the following students please rise and remain standing as I call your name? Natalie Landreth, Ricky Scribner, Elijah Vandenbrink, Grace Kiffmeyer, Josephine Menard, Emma Wilkinson, Haley Burris, Alyssa Austin, Tracy Skursick, and Logan Bruno. Thank you to our top 10 students for their academic achievement and dedication to studies. All of these students have worked very, very hard the last 4 years. Congratulations. Please notice those students wearing silver cords. These students represent those who have completed the school's community service requirement. In total, this class amassed a little over 2,608 community service hours. Quite an accomplishment. The following students have put in a minimum of 80 hours of volunteer service in and around Bunker Hill during the 4 years at Bunker Hill High School. Please stand as I call your name. Tomas Brousseau, Carter Kuvar, Elijah Vandenbrink, Michael Johnson, Daryl Trummelbein, Blake Moore, Trey Pickerel, Olivia Schellenberger, Stephen Thayer, Alexis Walker, Jacob Widener, and Myra Zolikoff. This year, the Bucknell Area Chamber of Commerce is awarding $500 to a Bucknell High School senior who has earned the most community service hours during high school. Representing the Chamber of Commerce's Stan Roll. This year's recipient is Blake Moore. At this time, I am proud to introduce our inspirational speaker for this evening, our District Superintendent, Mr. Todd Dugan. I have to admit, this is the first time I have asked a non-Bunker Hill grad to serve as inspirational speaker at a graduation. Usually I take a considerable amount of time and carefully consider former BH graduates for this role. However, when I first met Mr. Dugan in the spring of 2018, after about a 5-minute conversation, it was clear that he exceeded my expectations. Mr. Dugan was born and raised in Atlanta, Illinois, a town very similar to Bunker Hill from a long line of brick masons, the family profession. Being the first of his working-class family, he graduated from Illinois State University with a bachelor's in 1997. He furthered his education with a master's in educational administration in 2006, an education specialist in 2012, and is currently finishing his doctorate from Illinois State University. As superintendent of his previous school district, Mr. Dugan oversaw the New Holland Middletown's growth into the first one-to-one digital school district in Logan County. This growth and innovation also led to increased enrollment, increased student achievement, and eventually a perfect 4.0 financial rating. These efforts at disrupting rural poverty with innovation led to Superintendent Dugan winning Tech and Learning's 2017 Leader of the Year award, followed by Illinois State University's Superintendent of the Year in 2018. He has written articles that have appeared in Tech and Learning, School CEO, Education, and School Administrator magazines. Now, I do have to say that it was somewhat difficult to get this information that I just read to you from Mr. Dugan. Not that he procrastinated at all, but that he was very humble about what he has accomplished during his educational career. Also, as a testament to his character, he not only speaks about the importance of servant leadership, but he also acts upon it. With all this said, it's an honor for me to introduce to you our inspirational speaker for this evening, Mr. Todd Dugan.
Good evening. I'd like to begin tonight by thanking Principal Smith for that wonderful introduction and for the privilege of speaking tonight. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I think it was about a year ago that I was told that I would be the first speaker not to have been a Bunker Hill alumni. I immediately felt the pressure, and being from a small town myself, I also understood how sacred that is to belong to a community. Like I said, or like Mr. Smith's intro said, I grew up in a town very similar, Atlanta, Illinois, and my grandma, who lived there from the age of 8 to 80, was still referred to as a transplant. So I get that, and I'm excited about tonight, which the message is to the graduates, which is all about community. So as you guys are some of the first truly digital natives graduating tonight, the world has changed and continues to change, and by all intents will probably continue to do so very, very rapidly. Faster and more powerful devices are changing the way we do things. But one thing that will not change is how important a sense of community is. Community is what helps all of us to become our best. At some point, we've all been helped by a community member, whether it be a certain teacher that pulled us aside to whisper words of encouragement, a parent that was there to support us, possibly discipline us a few times, the special bus driver, loved one, grandparent, family member, or even the local residents paying taxes for your education. Your sense of community truly matters. And as the world continues to change, we saw a few changes this year. We saw firsthand some great examples of service. We saw some of you students and the football team were out reading to Wolf Ridge kids, or the volleyball girls were volunteering at Whitaker Park, or the girls' basketball fundraiser for ALS, the boys' basketball lending a helping hand to a local family in Royal Lakes, the track team landscaping the Wolf Ridge Butterfly Garden, and most recently, a rather competitive charity volleyball game that had many teachers bruised and sore, but at the same time never feeling better. At least that's what I was told. Each of these is a true act of service, and it's service not just because your superintendent asked or because your coach required it, but service to something bigger than ourselves as a way of repaying back the good things with which we've been blessed. But most importantly, it was what we heard from you afterwards about how good it felt to give back and to serve. That is especially helpful for those in the community that no longer have children at home to see our kids out doing good citizenship in action, something that we as educators are blessed to see on a daily basis. It's not so readily evident to others. Unfortunately, we hear on the news media, TV, Facebook memes about kids these days. And yes, times are very different now. But but I hope that you can recall that feeling of serving as you leave Bunker Hill District 8. In your own ways as you embark on a career or a pathway to a happy existence, and by happy we mean doing something you enjoy, something you're good at, and something that pays you enough to exist comfortably. And speaking of serving, I would like to take this opportunity to offer a special thank you to those, again, that have decided to serve all of us by serving in the military. So I need you to stand briefly. Thank you for your service. And some of you we're very proud that you are attending a 4-year university and are going on to a much brighter future and are ready to make a positive difference in this world. However, we're proud of every single one, and some of you have even chosen to take advantage of this thing called community by taking the advantage of something that our community provides, such as community college. A very smart and economical choice, and for that, bravo for a good decision. Also, the research does say that the most amount of jobs available where you could have the greatest chance of living happily, again, doing something you love and that you are good at and can exist with, is somewhere between what you've earned tonight, which is a high school diploma, and a 4-year degree. So whether it be continuing on through community college, 4-year university, an apprenticeship with a trade union, a certificate from a trade school, or just vocational on-the-job training, we are proud of you. In fact, recently, community members actually got together and decided, in order to best help prepare you for the world, we had administrators, teachers, board members, local business owners, and employers all get together and to decide, and most importantly, we had kids attending, to decide how best to prepare students. So we created a document called Portrait of a Graduate. So, and we're hoping that from now on, that every graduate that leaves Bunker Hill is going to be ready for whatever the discussion entailed that evening, which was to contribute to your community and embark on a career pathway, whatever it is, and to do it well and hold your head high. And whether that community be Burbank, California, Beijing, China, or Bunker Hill, Illinois, not to remember to give back. As you set off down this path, don't be afraid to take advantage of this resource called community, because no matter how much things have changed and will continue to change, one thing that will not change is that a community is only as good as those that live and contribute to it. And both you and I are very blessed with this. Tonight is the result. We live in a district that does not have multinational corporations or hundreds of multi-million-dollar homes to fund their school district. But what we do have is a small, caring community that's produced a top-notch class of 40 graduates ready to make a positive difference, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Some of you, I'm sure, were super easy. You were taking so many dual credit classes, you broke your parents' budget. Some of you, maybe yesterday as of 2 o'clock, tonight was a question mark on the calendar. But regardless, I've seen firsthand the quality of your parents, your neighbors, your family, and your teachers to know that everybody was behind you 100%. We want you to live boldly, take risks, and if you fail, try again. And when you feel down, look to your community for support. We as public educators have been tasked with preparing you for the real world. But in all honesty, the real world oftentimes will allow second chances, makeups, and redos. So take advantage. No matter what it is, what kind of a mistake or a failure, it is not the end. The real world also allows you to give and accept help, and it also makes it possible to reach out to others when you're not sure if you can go on. And not only does that make for a better community, it makes you a better and happier person, which is our #1 wish for you to achieve in this lifetime. So a final word is to the members of the community. In the past 10 months, I've seen the power of small town America in action. Some of the things that we've accomplished in a short amount of time. I mean, who would have thought our tiny district of 2 schools could win a national online essay contest? But we didn't, by the way, and both those masks look nice. But we did it. So I've personally experienced this, and the way everyone has welcomed and embraced the kids in front of us today, the graduates, and Bunker Hill has my gratitude. I'm excited to see what these graduates, with our encouragement, can do. And whatever it is, that they do it well, and make us all very proud of kids these days, because I know I am already. Thank you, and best of luck, class of 2019.
Thank you, Mr. Dugan. We certainly appreciate your dedication to our students and our schools. Thank you. Okay, it is my honor to announce this year's graduates. Please be respectful of other students so that everyone's name can be heard, please. With me to assist in awarding diplomas are our school board members Roger Owen, Whitney Malank, Lacey Wiesman, Julie Fulton, David Minetti, and Jameson Ramirez. I would ask the first row of graduates to please stand and approach the stage. Okay, our first graduate, here we go. Alyssa Joy Austin. Adrian Joshua Michael Birdsong. Alexis Nicole Boetta. Tomas Alejandro Russo. Logan Hunter Bruno. Haley Marie Burris. Jeremy Adam Lashore. Wesley Michael Carroll. Carter Stanley Duval. Elijah Daniel Dannenberg. Daphne Marie Gavol. Layla Nicole Gentry. Gage Gibson. Morgan Marie Grant. Sydney April Gresham. Michael James Johnson. Grace Abigail Kiffmeyer. Daryl Ann Krummelheim. Natalie Jo Landry. Josephine Lucia Manoy. Madison Marie McMichael. Evan John Mine. Blake Allen Moore. Graydon Christopher Morris. Grace Kathleen Phillips. Trey James Pickerel. Olivia Yvonne Schellingberg. Ricky Renee Scribner. Tracy Elizabeth Skursick. Stephen Eric Thayer. Alexis Lachey Shanette Walker. Jacob Henry Weidman. Seth Paul Manuel Whitlock. Emma Jo Wilkinson. On behalf of the faculty, administration, and Board of Education of Bunker Hill High School, congratulations and best wishes to all of you. I hope that the experience you have had at BHHS will encourage you not only to better yourselves, but also better the lives of others. With the class of 2019, please stand. Upon recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Education, I now declare each of you as graduates of Bunker Hill High School. You may now transfer your tassels from the right side to the left side of your caps. Congratulations.